We'll start with the new topic, chickenpox. Chickenpox or varicella is an acute, highly infectious disease caused by varicella zoster or VZ virus. Okay, it's a virus infection caused by varicella zoster virus. It is characterized by vesicular rash that may be accompanied by fever and malaise. Okay, it will be having a vesicular rash. Vesicular means uh, a bubble-like rash that may be accompanied by fever and malaise. General weakness will be there. So, what are the epidemiological determinants? First, about the agent, it's caused by varicella zoster virus and also called as human herpes virus. This is the structure of virus. It's not much important though. And the source of infection, usually case of chickenpox. Whoever having the chickenpox infection will act as a host and they will transfer the diseases. The virus occurs in the oropharyngeal secretions and lesions of the skin and mucosa. Okay? If the healthy person come in contact with the oropharyngeal secretion of the person who is having chickenpox, and if his skin touches to the healthy person's skin and the mucosa, then he will get the infection. The healthy person will get the infection. That is the source of infection. The virus can be isolated from vesicular fluid during the first 3 days of illness. Okay, first 3 days of illness, there will be slight starting of the rash. Okay, in this time you can isolate the virus from that bubble-like rashes. The scabs are not infective. After the scabs, whatever formed later, will not be infective. This is called the vesicle fluid-filled rash. Infectivity, it ranges from 1 to 2 days before the appearance of rash and 4 to 5 days thereafter. Before appearance of rash, 1 to 2 days, it will be very infective, and after the 4 to 5 days of appearance of rash, it is more infective. The virus tends to die out before the pustular stage. Pustular stage means the formation of pus in the vesicles. Okay? The vesicle will turn into pustular stage, and that in that time the virus will be died. This is what it looks like. The patient ceases to be infectious once the lesion have crusted. Once the lesion, whatever the rashes are crusted, started crusting means dried off. Okay, the skin lesions will be peeled off. That time it is more infectious. And secondary attack rate, chickenpox is highly communicable. The secondary attack rate in household contacts approaches 90%. Whoever come in contact with the patient will have this infection. That is very communicable. And the host factors, chickenpox primarily occurs among children under 10 years of age because of low immunity. The disease can be severe in normal adults. Okay, if the normal adult gets this infection, then it is very serious condition. The immunity, one attack gives durable immunity and secondary attacks are rare. Once if the person gets the infection, this chickenpox infection, then he is lifetime immune. That means he will never get the infection, and if he gets also, it is very rare. Okay, secondary attack is very rare. In the pregnancy, infection during pregnancy presents a risk for the fetus and the neonate. Both for the if the pregnant woman gets the infection, then it is very risky for the fetus and the neonate also. And the environmental factors, chickenpox shows seasonal trend in India. Okay, during certain seasons they will get the infection in India. The disease mostly occurs during the first 6 months of the year. Okay, first January to June we can expect this disease to spread. Overcrowding favor its transmission because it is very communicable. The transmission is, chickenpox is transmitted from person to person by droplet infection and by droplet nuclei. If the person gets the infection, then it is by person to person droplet infection and by droplet nuclei. The nuclei means the water molecule containing the virus. Droplet nuclei. Now most persons are infected by face-to-face contact by droplet infection, that's by airborne. The portal of entry of the virus is respiratory tract. Through the respiratory tract, this virus will infect. And the incubation period is 14 to 16 days, although extreme as wide as 10 to 21 days have been reported. Okay, starting it will be incubation period is called, that is 14 to 16 days. Sometimes it is 10 to 21 days. And the clinical features are macular rash 24 to 48 hours following slight fever, malaise, and anorexia. Okay? There will be fever, there will be generalized weakness, and there will be no hungry, okay? No absence of hunger. That is called anorexia. That is for 24 to 48 hours. And lesions appears in crops, first on trunk and the skull, then moving sparely to extremities, may appear in mucous membranes. Okay, first it will see in the trunk and the skull, okay? Then it will move to the extremities, and sometimes it is there in the mucous membrane. And generally 3 successive eruptions over 3 to 4 days. Okay, first days there will be some eruptions, and followed by again there will be eruption. So there will be 3 successive eruptions in 3 to 4 days. Lesions begins as a macular rash, develop into red papular rash, then move quickly into teardrop vesicles with erythematous base. The vesicle becomes pustular and begins drying, and a crust develops. So the first will be macular rash. There will be slight rash-like structure. Then it will become red papular rash. Okay, that is little more elevated than the macular rash. Okay, then it will become a vesicle, that is fluid-filled rash, and with the erythematous base. And vesicular becomes pustular, which contains the pus. Then it will dry and it will form a crust. Rashes varies from child to child, okay? The size or the color. The clinical spectrum of chickenpox may vary from child to child. The clinical course of chickenpox may be divided into 2 stages. Those are pre-eruptive stage and eruptive stage. In the pre-eruptive stage, onset is sudden with mild or moderate fever, pain in back, shivering, and malaise. Okay? These clinical features can be seen like fever, pain in the back, shivering, and generalized weakness. This stage is brief, lasting about 24 hours. Within 24 hours, this will seen. In adults, the prodromal illness is usually more severe and may last for 2 to 4 days, 3 days before the rash appears. Okay? Before the rash appears in the adult, there will be huge variations in the clinical features, and the illness will be more. Next, moving to the eruptive stage. In children, the rashes is often the first time. The rashes are pruritic. It comes on the day the fever starts. On the day the fever starts itself, you can see some of the rashes. The distinctive features of rashes are distribution, rapid evolution, pleomorphism, and fever. First is about distribution. The rash is symmetrical all over the body. It can be seen in the same side. It first appears on the trunk where it is abundant, and then comes on to the face, arms, legs where it is less abundant. Okay? In the arms, legs, and face it is very less, but in the trunk and the head it is more. Axilla may be affected, but palms and soles are not usually affected. The density of the eruption diminishes centrifugally. Axilla will be affected sometimes, but palms and soles are not affected. Okay? The density of eruption diminishes centrifugally. I mean, the size and the variations will be less when it comes to the center of the body. In the rapid evolution, the rash advances quickly through the stages of macule, papule, vesicle, and scab. Okay? Macule means a rash-like structure. Papule means a little more elevated than macule, and vesicle means fluid structure, and scab is the dried part. The vesicles look like few drops on the skin. Scabbing begins 4 to 7 days after the rash appears. What is pleomorphism? A characteristic features of the rash in chickenpox is its pleomorphism. That is, all the stages of the rash may be seen simultaneously at one time in the same area. Okay, in the same area there will be macular stage, papular stage, vesicular, scab phase. This everything may present in the same area. Okay, that is called pleomorphism. There will be fever. The fever doesn't run high but shows exacerbation with each fresh crop of eruption. Okay, with each eruption, that means I told 3 successive days. During every eruption, there will be fever. The complication, in most cases, complication is chickenpox is self-limiting. However, it may be accompanied by severe complication in immunosuppressed individuals. If the immunity is very less, there will be some certain complications. This include hemorrhage, pneumonia, encephalitis, secondary bacterial infection, and DIV. DIV means disseminated intravascular coagulation. So this may be present in the immunity suppressed patients, okay, immunosuppressed individuals. Hemorrhage means bleeding, pneumonia means there will be infection in the lungs, and encephalitis means infection of the brain, I mean cerebrum, and there the secondary bacterial infection like DIV, that is in secondary bacterial infection and DIV. Okay, DIV means disseminated intravascular coagulation. There will be clot in the blood vessels, and it will be disseminated. That means it will be peeled off and it will move throughout the stream. And the lab diagnosis, examination of the vesicular fluid can be done, and scraping of floor of vesicles shows multinucleated giant cells colored by Giemsa. Okay. Through this Giemsa, they will do the coloring of the cells and nuclei, and through that we will come to know the presence of giant cells. And the treatment, antiviral compounds, that is acyclovir and valaclovir, famiclovir and foscarnet. Treatment like drugs used in treatment of the chickenpox are antiviral drugs, antihistamines and antipyretics. Commonly used drugs is acyclovir, available as Zovirax. In the market, famiclovir available as Famvir and foscarnet available as Foscavir. Antiviral medicines can be taken orally, intravenously or applied on the skin. These are prescribed to people with a long-term illness, impaired immune system and pregnant women. Also, other drugs are given to reduce fever, cold, itching, irritation of the rash, sore throat, etc. Okay, this is the general treatment. You will get certain antiviral drugs and some ointment to apply on the skin, and you should improve your immune system also. The control. The usual measures are notification. First is that you should notify the changes and you should contact the hospital. Isolation of case for about 6 days after onset of rash. There should be isolation of the person or a diseased person. Disinfection of articles soiled by nose and throat discharges. We should disinfect the article whichever carrying the viruses. That means the patient come in contact with any article, you should disinfect it. And the prevention is that varicella-zoster immunoglobulin vaccination is given within 72 hours of exposure. A live attenuated varicella virus vaccine is for children 12 to 18 months who have not had chickenpox. The children who are in between 12 to 18 months will get this varicella virus vaccine. And what are the changes in the smallpox and chickenpox? When it comes to the fever, in the smallpox, it is 2 to 4 days before the rash, but in chickenpox, it is at time of rash. And the rash appearance is pox in small stage, but in chickenpox, it is in several stages. And development is slow in smallpox, and it is very rapid in chickenpox. And the distribution, more pox on the arms and the legs, but chickenpox, more pox on the body. On palms and the soles, usually present, but in the chickenpox, it is absent. And death, usually 1 in 10 die, but in chickenpox, it is very uncommon. It is not present. This is the distribution of smallpox and the chickenpox rashes, looks like. And how you can tackle the chickenpox? First is by vaccination, and you should cut the sharpness of the children. Children should be discouraged to scratch the blisters. Avoid going to school and maintain seclusion, that is isolation. Adequate fluid levels should be maintained. How to kill the chickenpox? Bathe the child with soap and warm water. Apply cool clothes soaked in water from boiled and strained ointment in order to calm itching. Okay. Oatmeal stained or What means stained clothes you can soak in the warm water and you can apply on the children's blister area, and it will calm the itching, and you can bath the children with the soap and warm water. Cut fingernails very short. If the scabs get infected, apply gentian violet or an antibiotic ointment over them. And apply paste of the neem all over the body, which will reduce the infection and reduce the itching. This is calamine lotion. You can apply over the scab. How to protect the child from chickenpox? Vaccinate, and talking with the child's doctor if you have any questions, and vaccination to be recorded. That's all about the chickenpox. We'll see in the next